Allen now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And boy, that opening drive.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Higgins brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Running game working. They'll stick with down at the 24.
The tackle made.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 111 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we talk about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is taken at the 23. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They can't tackle him. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
At the 26.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they give this time to the tailback. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. It's now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Allen. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
McCrane's kick is good, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that number 1 from each conference. That question becomes, who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
To 2nd and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
at their own.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
In the yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
14-yard line.
After one on EA Sports.
Falcons 3, Panthers 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Number 1.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
In there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A former star at nearby Georgia. This is Sony Michel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to let it go again, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult.
Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Allen. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
Complete to David.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
third down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
49-yard attempt.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Panthers 3.
So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. We just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw again. Allen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Panthers.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with it. 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
2nd and 3.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina.
From 6 yards away. And the Panthers have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Recovered by Carolina.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. Devontae Parker, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. And one final game to highlight. We wrap things up on Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got... They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up second.
And it's Michel once again. And fights through one man. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taking it about the 16. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
operating from the gun. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On play action, Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, and it's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, Panthers.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something that there'll be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd and 9. Allen, quick hitter here. It's complete. From 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Allen. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. Operating from the gun. Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 11.
From the gun, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's second and 8.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now back out comes the offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first down, Allen. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Falcons on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun. Allen. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 45 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
4 yards.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Allen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Allen's pass intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over first.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
And it's 3rd.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
On the carry.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Again, it's Michel. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He may try and run for this. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll run on 1st down. Michel, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Ingram. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Falcons 6.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Fowler will try again on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.